We didn't give him
No
the
hanger,
cliffhanger.
no
But we
co-hanger.
were talking about stand-up, and I think you wanted to...
We were talking about stand-up, and I did want to ask you about stand-up.
Yes.
Who is the most OG stand-up comedian for you? Who is your favourite stand-up comedian of all time?
Oh, favourite and OG is definitely different because OG...
Okay, well then let's cut the OG. Let's just say, who is your favourite stand-up comedian of all time?
Favourite stand-up comedian is slightly controversial because of his behaviours.
I don't care about
Louis,
Hayes.
but it's Louis C.K.
Okay, cool. He's funny.
That's the man that is just like... I just love his style of stand-up comedy.
Is it because you both have red hair?
Well, that's obviously got to be part of it.
It's got to be.
Us rangers have got to fucking stick together. But yeah, no, his style has like it's just one of those ones where like the first time I watched his early stand-up specials, just fucking crying, laughing the entire time. Like, and then watch it again and still do the same thing. Watch it with mates and still do the same thing. Like it just, I just love his material, especially his earlier stuff.
I've got to watch some more of his earlier stuff. I've only ever seen like whatever's been on specials on Netflix and shit as they've come along. You know, like.
Yeah, his first two, which is Chewed Up and I can't think of the other one off the top of my head, but there's like a 2005 one and a 2008 one. One of them is Chewed Up. They're probably my two favorite stand-up specials of all time.
Yeah,
but like OG, like Dad showed me Eddie Murphy's Delirious pretty early.
Everybody like, yeah.
And I really loved Carl Barron when I was young. Like when I was real young, man, those first like couple of DVDs that he brought out were like, they got an absolute hiding from me when I was when I was a kid. He was great.
Yeah,
it's just that such a like.
Yeah, he's good, man. It's Carl Barron with his body language.
Yeah.
He's just like making moves and
he's the whole pack. Like he's got everything. I think that's what makes it good. Like the accent. The material is quality.
And he looks like a goober too.
I love that. His second one, I can't remember what it's called, but the second DVD he brought out where he had the piano on stage and then like he only went over it in the like last 20 minutes and like he started doing something and he's like, I don't know how to play. He's like, I just love how you can just fucking do something and you can make it seem like you can play. And he just keeps like pressing like random keys. And it does sound like he's playing something the whole time. Then he just keeps like doing little jokes. I'm like, that's fucking great, man. Shit like that is cool. What about you? Do you have a all-time fave?
It's very hard for me to pick between
Arch
these.
Barker,
between
has
these
to be
two.
up there as well.
I was going to say, I think. Oh, look, Arch Barker is one of the because I used to watch him when he did the cameos on Flight of the Conchords as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And like, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
and all his stand-up's hilarious. And I think I've seen him twice now. And like they've been fucking hilarious. But I think number one for me is going to be Russell Peters, man.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's
so amazing.
He is just fucking funny.
Well.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was a good episode.
I haven't watched
he is just a fucking funny dude, man. Like
the shit he gets away with.
Yeah.
Is amazing, and I hope he never has to change because of where we're heading.
I'll be so fucking sad if like somehow he gets cancelled or like what he says stretches across so many different races and age.
He just takes the piss out of absolutely everyone, which is
himself,
what we should all be doing. I think that's the whole thing. I think we need to get away from the sensitivity and move into the whole. You know, we just should be able to be free with what we're saying and it not be like, we need to get to a position where people aren't feeling oppressed and then they're not feeling offended, right? I'm not saying that we should just be going a free-for-all and making people feel uncomfortable, but if we got ourselves to a position where people weren't dealing with the fucking oppression all the time, then we can have the fucking free-for-all, right? Because all of those people that go into his audience, which there's so many Asians and so many Indians and so many black people and whatever else, and they're all just getting ripped on and having a great time. Like, if we can find a way to bring society to the point of what he manages to do in an audience, then we're going to fucking kick goals, man.
That's it, man. I feel like comedy and music are the two things that you should be able to express exactly what you're feeling and not be cancelled because it's art, you know?
Or if we move, like, again, this backwards cancel shit, that's the shit I don't like. Like, thinking that something at that time represents the opinions or beliefs of today.
Like, nothing can change.
Like, fucking Chris Lilly, man's had his entire life
that's
fucking
fucked,
ripped out from under him.
He's actually one of my favourite Australian
so much talent, man.
Producer, I guess TV, like the TV shows. Like he is like Summer Heights High. When I first started watching that, I was losing it, dude.
I don't think he's ever gone into any of that trying to fucking make people feel uncomfortable. And again, if that's how they're feeling now, I believe that without having everything fucking cancelled, that if it was just a matter of him coming out and being like, look, we are revolving, rah rah.
Yeah,
that's all that should be needed. But when you just get everything fucking ripped out from under you,
it's like shit he did. that was it. I would have been in like year 10 or something like that when
That
Summer High
old
came out.
Yeah, it was around then, and then there was
ages
also
ago,
We
dude.
Can Be Heroes was even before that. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember them showing us that at school, like, and thinking like, this is the fucking best thing ever. That
Yeah.
We Can Be Heroes.
I remember getting shown Cool Runnings at school.
Oh, dude, I used to
Did
watch
anybody
that.
not watch Cool Runnings at school?
Yeah, that was like it was like Cool Runnings had a deal where
You
like
didn't watch
they
Cool Runnings at school?
distributed.
The fuck?
Wow, I watched it like 10 times.
Yeah, I reckon like when my teacher couldn't be fucked actually teaching, they just wheeled out the TV and put Cool Runnings on.
Cool Runnings. That's
I don't know-
crazy, eh?
I don't know why that was
watched that. And when I was in music class, right, every time my music teacher was sick, we either had a choice between Grease or School of Rock.
Oh, really?
And like obviously the first like 15 times you go School of Rock, but after a while
You're just like, "Fuck,
you're just
let's
like
watch Grease."
fucking who puts the bump in the bop shoe up, bro? Like it's just you got to get the fucking Grease
Who
on.
put the lightning in the grease because
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah, something's going on over here.
It was
No, I remember music class, which is weird because now me being a musician, I think back at this and I'm like, that's fucking weird. But like, I remember I never actually played any music. We had the keyboards and they'd just sit us down at the keyboards and you just did whatever you want. And for some reason there was a synth. It must have been, now I think back, it would be a synth, but like it sounded like a Harley Davidson, like a bike, like a like that. And like, because it had the pitch wheel, you could
Shifted,
like,
yeah.
and I just revved the Harley Davidson for like fucking 3 hours a week, man. That's all I did.
fucking education money
Education.
well spent. School fees well spent.
100%.